What is up, everybody? MJM here from 3GB, doing a 3GB review. Today we are doing Tiger Woods Golf. This is the Masters Historic Edition that I have. Basically, everything's the same as the regular, except it came with some of the DLC that could be purchased, additionally to the regular game. I'm going to be going through, talking about some details, uh, a little bit of game for you guys to watch, to talk about, and at the end I will give it my final score. If you're impatient and just curious what I graded it, you can fast forward to the end, like the last 30 seconds. For those of you got a little time, want to hang out with me for a second, cool. Um, just go ahead and watch. As you can see there, game's loaded up when I started recording. It does take a second to log into EA servers. I think it's kind of like that in all the games, Madden, etc. Here we are showing you the menu system. There's quite a bit you can do from the main menu. Some of the stuff you can go in to different areas of the game from two different sections. This is the country club where you play with your friends. You got a group of guys, randoms you get together with. This is a country club me and one of my friends made up. We were part of another one, but a lot of guys quit playing. So we started our own. This is the Ninja Wappin Country Club. I think it's a dumb name. It kind of is. If you ever are on YouTube, look up a video West Virginia Ninja by a guy named of Diamond Dave. He is the original Kung Fu Hillbilly. Hilarious stuff. That's where we got the name from. But anyways, back to the review. Right here, I'm going to be starting out showing you guys some gameplay. This is what they call a live tournament. Basically, every 24 hours, 4 different difficulty levels. There are different tournaments you can do. Some you can retry over and over. Some are just like a one-try event. I'm just playing a 5-hole shootout here. It's historical St. Andrews. Great course. So you guys can get a see of the gameplay. There are boost pins you can collect that add to your attributes, which is kind of a little bit different than some of the other things they've done in the past. So here I've selected 3 different pins, which actually give me 4 different attributes, I believe, because one of them is a double. And I have my course pin for St. Andrews up there on the top right. That gives me a bonus overall for the course. It'll give me more XP, more coins, and more status. Coins basically just help you buy pin packs. It's like reciprocal. You get coins, you buy more pin packs, they help you get better pins, which helps you get better coins, and you get more pin packs. Status are kind of like XP, but not to level your character up, more to like an XP you would have on a leaderboard, say like Call of Duty. If you can see my guy here, I got the blue and green going, my Seattle Seahawks colors. Don't jump on and hate on me now. I've been a Seahawks fan all my life. Grew up in Washington State, so I gotta love them. I'm not one of those bandwagon guys. You see a lot now that they're starting to play well the last couple years. Nice little drive there. Pretty easy settings for the course, low wind. You can see they got the green grid set up. With the bees that show which way it's breaking and whatnot. And it's really not a difficult game to get good at, but it is kind of tough to master. There are a lot of slight little nuances. You learn different things about the course. You already know going in which way the green's breaking, which way the slope rolls. Do you want to land the ball a little bit long and spin it back? Do you want to drop it short so you have an uphill putt? All that stuff just takes time. I've played the game quite a bit. I do have my character maxed out at 100, so he's like fully loaded. I don't use all the best clubs. I don't care for the EA clubs. There's an EA set that's like the most powerful, but the accuracy is the lowest, so there's a lot higher chance of mishitting. And realistically, that little bit of power you might get off the tee with your driver, that couple yards, really doesn't give you an advantage. Maybe 2 out of 100 holes, you might be able to get something out of it where a guy that's using a little bit lesser club. I'm using some TaylorMades that are pretty high stats, and they work great. Um, you know, and they have a lot smoother hit window where I don't have to worry about shanking the ball, slicing, hooking it. You see there, nice little birdie again. You can see up there on the screen all these people's names popping up. That's all the people that are on that tournament at the time. If you have a mic on, you can chat with them. When I'm playing these live ones, I usually never turn my mic on because you're in and out so fast. But if I'm playing like in a random heads-up competition, a lot of times I will mic up. If I'm by myself, play with my buddies in the country club a lot, so usually we'll be in club chat, and the three of us will be talking between ourselves and ignoring the other random guy. Overall, as far as mechanics of the game, I think it's pretty great. Um, I've loved Tiger Woods since I want to say Tiger Woods Golf '99 on the original Sony PlayStation. I used to play the heck out of that, and looking back, I want to say it was definitely a little easier. There's less controls. It was easier to putt. It's just the way the grid and stuff worked. I think it was easier. Not that this game is that much harder once you get the fundamentals down. Um, you know, learn how to swing the club. You know what you need to do hit. You start learning some of the holes. Not too like I said, not too difficult a game to play, to get good at, but definitely difficult to master. And like I said, I played this, back on the first PlayStation, Xbox, Tiger Woods Golf, man. Back in the day, me and my buddies turned it into a drinking game. Spend hours and hours just grinding on each other. Trying to win. There's definitely a lot of playability for the game. So there are different game modes you can play. Just by yourself. You can play with friends. You can join a country club. You can stay solo, but you can play heads up against people all over the world. There's a mode called Legends of the Majors, which is pretty fun. I'll be showing you a little bit of that later. And then you have your career mode, where basically you start out and you can play every tournament, throughout the year. And the goal is, to become the number one player, win as many tournaments as you can, win all the majors, and at some point, after a few seasons, to lead, the record books, win 6 majors, win 4 U.S. Opens, tie or beat all the guys that hold the record for those, winning the most total tournaments. And it's definitely a time-consuming game. You can put a lot of hours into this. You can't adjust settings. You don't have to play like 4-round tournaments. You can just make it 1 round, which I usually do, just to save time, and because I want to say I'm decent in the game. I don't have to worry about, I have a bad round. I'm not going to win. I pretty much know I'm going to win the tournament, even if I have a bad round. So that's kind of fun, playing along that career mode and, winning the U.S. Open, winning the green jacket of the majors is always awesome. You can see there, nice nether hole there. Here we are on the 5th. And, I'm not, here on the gameplay, I'm not hitting any, miraculous shots. I'm just playing, consistent, not really trying to do anything spectacular. You're always trying to, get as close to the pin, and sometimes I sacrifice, maybe trying to hole out for, getting a safe approach shot that I'm going to make a birdie from a few feet, which can backfire on you because a lot of times, depending on the course conditions and whatnot, you get a little greedy and want to backspin the ball in the cup, and you end up spinning it off the green and costing yourself a stroke. That's just all those little things you'll learn throughout playing the game. Let me see, what else have I talked about? There are leaderboards for playing head to head online against other people. There's weekly, monthly, and then all time. So if you're just getting the game, don't worry about like, oh man, I'm not gonna make, there's no way I'll make the all-time leaderboards because they have weekly and monthly, which are cool that show you how well you're playing. And you see here, this is a 5-hole shootout. When you're playing online with other people, there's not 5-hole. There are some 3-hole mini games which just pick out 3 random holes from any course, which are kind of fun, especially to warm up. And then there's 9 and 18 holes, and then you got different game modes. You got your stroke play, match play, skins, heads up, stroke simultaneous, which is what I usually play, where everybody's playing at the same time. You can see their tracers. You don't have to wait for one guy to shoot, before you hit your shot, vice versa, because that can take a lot of time. So generally, when I'm playing heads up on that, I play stroke simultaneous. A lot of 18-holers, and man, there's just so much to the game. One of my gripes is, you buy the game, you pay, $59.99 when it was new. You get it for less now. Well, there's still all kinds of extra DLC you can buy, and all said and done, you can spend like $90 to $100 buying all the extra courses, which kind of sucks because you're playing and you don't have some of these courses. You can't play with your friends, or you're playing online and there's games set up, but they're at a course you don't own, which is a real pain in the ass. You can see here my course pins. I got quite a few of the course pins, and these are pins from different courses. I think there's like 40 total courses, which is quite a lot of variety. And these course pins work. There's bronze, silver, gold, and each pin you get gives you a little bit better multiplier for the course. And once you get like all bronze pins, for each hole you get it's basically a course pin. Then all silver, and then finally all gold, and it gives you a better multiplier. I just got my first silver course pin a few days after this was played. Haven't got a gold pin yet because it's a lot of work and a lot of time playing to earn enough coins to buy course pins. They do give you free pin packs occasionally when you sign in. They'll have you watch an advertisement where they give you a free pin pack, and I've had those happen. Like got 3 or 4 free pin packs in one day. Then I've gone like a week or so without getting one free pin pack. So it's kind of a crapshoot. But it is something to think about. You can also buy coins to buy the pin packs. I really don't do that because I've already put enough money into the game. But I know there are people out there that spent, $150, $200 extra just buying coins, so they get all the course pins, so they have a little advantage. This is Legends of the Majors. You go way back in time with, old Tom Morris. Some of these guys playing with the hickory sticks, the mashies, and these old clubs, and you go clear through modern times, and there's challenges. It's not always like 9 holes. You might have to recreate one shot like a chip in, or you might have to play like 5 holes and match or beat somebody's score. And once you beat all those, there's a trophy for unlocking them all silver, and there's also one for gold, which you get a cool bag tag that says Legends on it. I'm almost there. That's my last trophy. I've gotten everything silver. I'm trying to finish gold. But I'm running out of time here. If you guys want to join a country club, hit me up, PM me on PSN MJM180WR, or look up there on the screen Ninja Wampin. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10 because of some technical difficulties EA hasn't fixed. I hope you guys like the game. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will catch you on the links. Peace out.